All right guys, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited because this is the first video in the new house. So we built a new house. If you follow our channel, we're a family dealership and really excited. We built a really cool garage and just bought this table today. It's a stainless steel 4x8 table, super pumped. Found it on Marketplace, went out and grabbed it. But today's video is all about this tool set with the new house. We actually have a toolbox here now. Picked this up used as well. We've always just had this tool kit when we're going to the dirt bike races. So taking Braxton and all of his friends and us to the races, it's a really simple tool kit. And for us, that's all we've ever needed because like an 8 and a 10 millimeter plus some simple wrenches really gets a dirt bike like 90% apart. But now that we have the house here, we like to keep that in the van so we're not like dragging it back and forth. The van's actually in here too. So we're gonna put that back in the van. But today's all about this QUINN 428 piece master technician tool set. I thought that'd be a great way to start. Looks like it has a ton of stuff in it, probably more than Braxton and I will ever use, but you never know, we need random sizes. You're taking linkage apart or if we're working on the van or something, I'm always like laying on the floor saying, Braxton, I need something, right?
Yeah, always.
There's always a new size. So we're gonna push that one aside and we're gonna crack this thing open. I got pretty lucky with this QUINN set because it retails for $3.99, but we went down on the last day of the year. So we've had this toolkit in the corner of the garage here for like a month and a half, but I've been wanting to do a video on it, but the garage wasn't ready, so excited. We do need to work on lighting. We're not quite there yet. Here, you crack this thing open, buddy. Finish it off right down the middle. You spent all weekend at the Boy Scouts, so how was your weekend at the Boy Scouts?
It was good.
So just got them back.
It was fun.
Oh, cool. I was curious. So this is both metric and SAE. It weighs like 66 pounds.
Oh wait,
It's
I was
heavy.
like,
It's
we
heavy.
can tip it over, but nope.
All right, so right away we've got, I was curious how they were gonna do this. Oh, I see. Box 6 of 6, 4 of 6, here 5 of 6.
I got 5 of 6.
Let's see, that one's heavy. That one's got
They're
some weight
all
in it.
heavy.
They're all pretty heavy. Can you get your fingers down in the corners?
Nope.
Okay, let's tip these last two.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good.
It's so heavy.
Not gonna hurt them. I'm sure in transit they will follow around.
That might hurt him.
So, I don't know if I just talked about pricing or not, but they retail for $3.99 for this kit. We got lucky last day of the year. That's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Last day of the year, we walked in. Are you making dirt bike jumps right there?
I don't know.
Last day of the year, we had a 25% off coupon, so we actually saved $100 on this kit, which is really cool. So let's start with box 1 of 6. Let's see what we got in here.
What did we get? We got a bunch of sockets.
Ooh, those are kind of cool.
Oh my
I'm gonna let
goodness.
you. Oh, I was on Harbor Freight's website a few minutes ago, and it's actually had a lot of good reviews. I think there was 170 5-star reviews, and there was only like 3 1-star reviews. So that's pretty promising. What we're gonna do?
Hex head.
Let's cut the film. We'll get everything kind of organized, like they kind of have in their picture.
Star.
And we'll come back.
Hex.
All right, guys, it took quite a while for us to get all these tools lined out. Really cool, a lot of stuff in the box. So let's just kind of go down. We're gonna kind of talk about these tools and we're gonna try to use them a little bit. So on the back side, we have all of our open end wrenches. We have the metric and the standard. And the metric, they're all gonna be a 12 point, and the ratchet style has a good feel to it. That gives you plenty of like stopping points. So I think that's good. It's kind of loud, you can hear it click, which is cool. I had bolt in my pocket, so let's find like the 8 here. So, you know, like we're gonna talk about 12 point and 6 point here in a second. These are all 12 point, and so like my normal dirt bike bolts don't always need a 12 point socket because you can round the sides off a little bit quicker if you're like not on it perfect or if the bolt's kind of crappy. A 6 point really gets on it just a little bit better, but they have a really good feel to the ratchet wrench. And this is an 8 mil, so that's why I picked that up. This is a pretty cool screwdriver. So I don't have a regular screw here in the house, but in theory what this little clip is doing is holding that in its place. So if you're trying to reach in somewhere tight, you can reach in there with that, which is awesome. And then you can kind of let go of it. So the screwdriver has that. There's both regular and Phillips. And then they give you the driver for a lot of our little things we'll talk about next. So this next little pile here, we have different, metric and standard little ends that fit into the screwdriver, and same with all these. These also all fit into the screwdriver, a bunch of different ends. We have a bunch of hex heads, Allen keys. One thing about these Allen keys is that they do not have like the ball end on them, and my dad mentioned that to me a minute ago. He's like, oh. So, like the ball end is nice because like when we're working on a dirt bike and the shock is in the way and we're trying to reach in there sideways, you got to be perfectly straight on with a standard Allen key. If it was a ball end Allen key, you can be sideways and still spin it out. Like not perfectly sideways, but you can be pretty turned and still get on it. So little side note on the Allen keys, the star bits are nice. We always use these. Seem like dirt bike subframes always have these kind of style on there. They give you, Phillips and regular screwdriver bits. This is all going to be on the 3/8 drive. And this is our hex heads again on the bigger size all the way down through. And if you come over this way, we'll kind of talk about the sockets a little bit. So, Dad found me a standard. So there's a regular head screw and it fits on the tool just like that. So I had a Phillips in my display. He fixed it. So this is going to be the bigger 1/2 inch stuff. All of the deep well sockets in this whole kit are a 6-point socket. So 6-point, there's 6 sides to it. So again, it gets on the bolt a little bit cleaner, a little more secure. And so this is the 1/2 inch drive. And then the standard size sockets, you get both 12-point and 6-point. So both metric and standard. A ton of extensions, super long extensions. And kind of like little things like you've got the ball on there and the click, which is nice. Kind of get into it and it actually holds it. So if you're reaching down into a truck and you got everything kind of clipped together, if I can do it, it's all going to click together and stay together. It's not coming apart. And then I'm going to click the button on the top. Can you see the top there?
Yep.
And then it falls right off, which is nice. So if you're trying to unclick it with one hand, you can. And it's a really smooth ratchet. Obviously over time we'll be able to tell more, but really smooth, good feel to it. You can go just a little bit and rebite it. If you're working on a truck and you're in a frame or like a dirt bike and you just need to go just a little bit, it's giving you that. And then the transition from in and out is nice. It's an easy button. I like it. I think it's going to be a good tool. It's not too big. Like I'm not going to hit that on the frame as I'm taking something out. And then they give us a lot of the conversion tool stuff. So like if we're trying to go from a 3/8 to a 1/2, they give us that. And then they give us like 3/8 to 1/4. There's some swivels in here as well. So there's a swivel in all 3 sizes. There's the 1/4 inch over there. So swivels are always nice. Here's the 1/2 inch sockets. I'm sorry, 3/8. So 3/8 again, deep well in the 6-point. And the blue on all these tells us that it's a metric, and the red tells us that it's a standard. So that's how we know what socket we grabbed. Again, extensions there. And breaker bars are next. I got this breaker bar kind of differentiating the 3/8 from the 1/4. 2 different size breaker bars. I'm a little not sure if I got all the stuff I was supposed to get in this kit. And the whole reason why I say that is deep wells have been fine all the way through, really consistent. The 6-point and the standards have been consistent all the way through the kit. And then in our kit, we only got, there's no metric 12-point. So I'm not sure if I was supposed to get a metric 12-point in the 1/4. So I will investigate that more later. I left all the packages on the counter here, so people are like, oh, maybe you forgot one. These bags are super heavy and you would have known right away, especially on this stainless steel top. We also bought a couple other things while we were there. So although this kit is really good and we're excited about it, we also have some other things. So we bought some pick tools because we always drop bolts. We're always digging down in underneath. So different sizes there. And then this is more of like a dental kit almost. Thought it was kind of cool.
Kind of looks like one, doesn't it?
It was pretty reasonable. All this stuff at Harbor Freight is like super well priced. I bought 2 of these, thinking that it would be enough, but I might have to grab 2 more because I didn't realize that you got both ratchet wrench and standard box ends. Yeah, so standards are down here, metrics are down here. So probably have to grab another set of these. And then we grabbed these as well, because this kit, although it's got a ton of stuff, it's got screwdrivers, crescent wrench, it did not come with a standard pliers, side cutters, needle nose, or the channel locks. So I kind of thought that would kind of complement, especially what we do. And then the last thing that probably is not going to work out in our toolbox, if you just look straight across back so you can kind of see it, like these socket trays are the stand-up style. I bought 2 sets of these. I thought it'd be really cool. I'm probably gonna have to take these back and get the lay-down sockets because this is way too tall for any of our drawers until I get way to the bottom. So if you're looking at buying these, I like to save the bigger drawers on the bottom for like heavier duty tools, bigger stuff that has a box to it. So ended up buying 2 of these. I'll probably take these back and we'll grab the lay-down style so the sockets can just kind of lay down in the tray. I can see the size. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it was helpful. If you like it, please consider subscribing to our channel. I would appreciate it. Thanks to Braxton for holding the camera as always. Enjoy the ride and we'll see you on the trail.